I wake up and I look around my surroundings and I look at myself. I see love handles, a kangaroo patch on my stomach, and skinny little arms, literal twigs. I literally look weird, shaped, everything, with the average build, average mindset, all this depression. So I had depression, anxiety, very, very poor mental health. I took the typical advice: just get good grades, stay in school. My mental health continued deteriorating, but the grades are really important. Literally just ruining my focus, my health and everything. I was forced to sit down in a chair like here, or just stay quiet and just listen to the teacher and everything. So I became really, really skin fat. The worst build. The worst build a man could ever have. It's the skinny fat build. The reason why the skinny fat build is the worst start is because when you're skinny, all you have to do is, bulk up some bit and you probably won't get really fat. If you're fat, all you have to do is cut. You just have to cut and just lose a lot of fat and you'll just look better than everybody else. Granted, you don't want the stretch marks to happen on your stomach and everything. But aside from that fact, I was skinny fat. This weird limbo in between skinny and fat, just right in the middle. Skinny fat. Where my muscles were skinny, my fat level was also skinny. But because of the lack of muscle to fat ratio, I just looked weird. I thought I looked fat. So then I started lifting and I lift over time. I complete 180 my physique. I complete 180 my health, my mind, my mental health, focus, clarity, everything. I make a complete 180. And my life starts improving gradually. Not even gradually, it just starts skyrocketing like a rocket that's going into the sky. Blows up full of the fire, the gas, engines that carry it up into the sky. And then I kept thinking, why? Why is it like this? It wasn't until I knew this firsthand that men today are so weak now. With testosterone levels of 500 nanograms per deciliter, they don't even like their life. They don't even have an ambition in life. They don't get morning wood, they don't get any of this, no erections, nothing. They're really, really weak. They have a skinny fat or average chubby build. And with depression, so they try shoving antidepressants or having a therapist or counselor. Low-key, I had a counselor, school counselor whenever I had trouble. I still had poor mental health. But low-key, I hated the counselor. I hated the counselor being in this just stuck speaking to someone. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine, just keep crying and everything. Just keep crying. What has happened, bro? Testosterone levels have decreased by 50% over the past 20 years. Fertility levels decreased. Infertility started spiking. All this estrogen and endocrine disruptors that are around us, I can't really do anything about it. It's no wonder men are so weak today. They've been filled with the classic beliefs and the classic lies. They took the average advice. So right now, the average men, 18 to 25, they're partying, they're doing high school or leaving high school, starting to go into college or university, right? They have to pay for it because they didn't get a scholarship, so they join. They try to pay off all their school debts, but they can't. So they're in college, they're really depressed, sick, whatever, university is still sick. And then after college or university, there's nothing to do. What do? You're all alone, and you can't really do anything because you need money, you need resources, you need practically everything a human needed to live. You're just all alone and you're trying to get money because you need to get the food, the resources, and everything else to survive. So you start working at McDonald's flipping burgers on a pack for like $20 for like 4 hours or an entire day or shift alone. $20. And you're there flipping burgers from McDonald's for like 4 hours a day. But you still don't get enough money. And by the time you turn 60, 70, 80, and you're geriatric, you can't really do much. You have no friends, no family, no house, no money. You're fat, you're depressed, you messed up your entire life, and it's too late now. Because you're just busy partying. 18, 25. Dude, 13 to your 20s. Your teenage years and your 20s. That's what's really important, bro. I can tell you this right now, bro. There are hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of young men from 13 to literally 14, 15 who are literally just out-competing you, bro. Out-competing you. I want you to take this into consideration. There are many, many young men who just out-compete you and just blaze past you in a race. This is not a joke. Picture you're in a marathon. Okay? There's X10 multipliers, there's water, there's food, there's resources, everything. Now, imagine, whilst you're running the race, you're just going at a slow, normal pace, and you're going really slow with everybody else. Suddenly, a guy goes at the back. He's really progressing really quick, and he's literally getting past you, and he's skyrocketing, blazing, just to get to the end goal. Whilst you and everybody else are just left in the dust. That one young kid who just blazes past you, do you not understand how significant that is? That means many young men are literally either soy boys or they're on self-improvement. thing is, you can't really do, like I said earlier, much about endocrine disruptors and everything because it's in the air and everything. However, there are many natural things you can do to combat and detox your body from all these toxins. I'll make a future video about it, so don't worry about it. So the solution to many of the reasons why men are weak are: 1. They don't have any fitness routine. A fitness routine, I don't mean you have to be a steroid head bodybuilder or a gym rat who spends a million hours a day working out, pumping weights and curling and bench pressing and deadlifting and squatting. That's not what I mean. What I mean is by you're healthy, you have good muscle mass, and you're natural, of course. Don't take steroids. So whether you're doing calisthenics, weight calisthenics, lifting is probably the best for your testosterone. Like, it's not too late, bro. I hope you realize it's not too late yet. If you're not like 30 or 35, it's not too late yet, bro. So there's many things you can do. I'll also be making a video on this. So if you don't really have like a gym membership, just some push-ups, take care of your health, make sure you're not carrying too much excess body fat, you have some muscle into your frame, you're good. You see, our generation has been declining with degenerate rappers, degenerate artists, degenerate people, degenerate music. And everybody just is so hyped to listen to the music and everything. They don't even pay attention to the lyrics, and even if they do, they look at the lyrics and like, oh bro, I don't really care. Do you understand what kind of effect it has on you? Do you understand what all these bad things have their effects on you? You have to understand, you have to be very careful. You have to take into consideration and just prove yourself. Financially, physically, spiritually, religion, and all of this. So, I'm just making it clear. This is where practically a lot of people just want to click off, because I'm just gonna speak the blatant truth for a couple of minutes, but their ego is too much. They're not humble enough to hear me out. So like I mentioned earlier, the gym, self-improvement. Here's the thing, with gym, you have to do heavy compound lifts. Heavy compound lifts. It's been shown in many studies that they will improve your testosterone by around 20%. 20%, that's very significant. Absolutely very significant. Now, compound lifts, squat, bench, deadlift. If you're a beginner, you're going into the gym, no membership, no nothing. It's as simple as squat, bench, deadlift. If you're a beginner, you haven't touched any weight, you haven't done anything. Squat, bench, deadlift. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. However, if you've been progressing and whatever, just add some more other exercises like the overhead press. Don't do it on a machine or seated, because here's the thing. Whilst you're sat and you're doing the exercise seated and everything, right? It feels nice, it feels comfortable, it feels safe, because you don't have to rely on your back, your core, your legs, your obliques, your abs. and all you're doing is this. The issue with the seated dumbbell shoulder press is because it will worsen your stability over time. Plus, in case you haven't noticed, there's many people who try this exercise, and because of the position your shoulders are in, you injure your shoulder because of the 90-degree angle whilst you're pressing the dumbbells up like this, right? So standing overhead press, just if you don't know how to set it up, get a squat and deadlift rack. Make sure to lower the bar. Obviously, don't be an idiot. Also, if you're doing this for the first time, you might not be able to press that much weight because your core is weak. Anyway, you get under the bar. Make sure your wrist isn't too much bent because you might mess it up. So grab it. Make sure it's like somewhere in this area of your hand and your palm. You want to kind of place it on your shoulders and your chest, your upper chest here. You just want to press the weight up and down. You want to make sure it's controlled. Try not to swing with your legs, bro, because you might be ego lifting with 135 pounds and you're ego lifting and going, and you're throwing the weight up with your legs. I'm telling you this so you don't get hurt. You will hurt yourself because you're like ego lifting, your back is super arched. Okay, so be careful, don't be an idiot, okay? Now, in terms of self-improvement, I could go really into depth. Self-improvement in general, it depends how you're going to do it. It depends, because you could take really basic conventional advice, or unconventional advice for more. So, by now I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this movie, or at least heard about it and like know generally what it says. And this movie is called Fight Club. Now, Fight Club is been around for many years, and it has the main character Tyler Durden, right? And he makes it clear: self-destruction. He doesn't explicitly go into detail, but he says self-destruction. So, listen. Self-improvement is nothing without failures. It's nothing without failures. It's nothing without the failures, experiences you experience with the failures, losses, L's, whatever you call it. It's nothing without that. Nothing. So, if you're not even taking action right now, take action. Okay? Don't worry about the perfect whatever, okay? Literally, start taking action. You will fail, you will mess up, you will screw up, you will win, etc. It's not that complicated. Now, in the Brotherhood, I've been adding a couple of interesting things. Some interesting things will happen. First link in the description. Subscribe for more self-improvement content. And welcome to our Brotherhood.